I need to stop. I need to chill. I need freaking chill. I'm listening to Ariana Grande. Santa Tell Me. Yeah. We're on the laptop today because my phone's being annoying. Like, I can't upload stuff. It's really annoying. You know. But yes, it's a Vlogmas time, guys. Yes. I'm excited for that. But I've been watching a lot of story times about people who, like, had ghost experiences. And it, like, reminded me of mine. Like, really, like, I'm the type of person that will get very scared. Very, very scared. If like I watch like a paranormal video, like, you know what I mean, like a paranormal activity horror movie, I could like watch a slaughter movie like Chainsaw Massacre, even though I haven't watched that, and totally be okay. But if I watched, well, maybe not totally okay, but if I watched a paranormal activity, I would probably not be able to go to sleep at all that night. So yeah, and like, but like I love to scare myself, if that makes sense. It's not really good for for how much I get scared, but whatever. Anyways, so the weird thing is, like that thing I just said, how I get really scared. It was really weird because when I did have my paranormal experiences, they didn't scare me. They didn't scare me at all, actually. Like, at all. None. Whatsoever. And so, pretty much what happened is my town does this thing called the Ghost Walk. They stopped doing it this year. Last year, it was at Yellow Springs, so it wasn't actually in my town. It was in a different town over. And, yeah, it's literally called Yellow Springs. And, there's this, like, collection of buildings called Yellow Springs Inn, and you can easily go and find it. A lot of my friends actually live near there, and so we're doing it there because it's very haunted. Actually, President Lincoln was in one of those buildings, and like a lot of children had like died of disease, I heard. I'm hoping you guys can't hear this. Hopefully that was not like able to be heard. Oops. Anyways, so it's pretty much like very, very old buildings, and like they're very old. They creak like 24/7, and you, as soon as you enter them, you feel like cloud of discomfort, if you know what I mean. Like, you know that if you had ever been in like an old haunted building, like where you know like for sure it's haunted, like many ghosts, like not ghost people, like people that like their living is to investigate this stuff, have come in and say yes, there are ghosts here. You will understand what I'm talking about. That there's just this very feeling of in the air that's not comforting. It's very eerie. It makes you feel like you don't want to be alone in this building by yourself. And Jesus Christ, I was there alone in the building for like a second because I was like, bitch, I'm out. I was freaking when I was like, my mom walked out of the room for 1 second, and I was like, oh no you don't, and I like ran after her. I was like, Mom, don't ever do that to me again. Anyways, so it's while I was there, I was acting as a schoolgirl because it was a home for boarding. It was like a boarding school, I think, once. And there was like this huge epidemic that killed many kids. Yeah, it was a boarding school because I remember, because the girls who were the ghost hunter, like were the ghost detectives, dressed as like my teachers. And so my job pretty much was to scare children. Yeah, you know, scare the kids. It was just John. I was like, are you coming out or what? Do I need to like shut this off and redo it again, because I'm not going to be a happy camper. Um, so, pretty much, the entire night, all I felt was discomfort, and I felt very creeped out. And these girls, they made me, like, not made me, but their original idea was make me go into freaking, the first idea, that closet right there, it's smaller. Yeah, and, like, so, like, if you open it, it goes far back, but, like, there was legit, like, this much room in that closet, so you're in a very condensed space, like, this was how much, so this would be my body, like, and, like, this would be my body in the thing, and I'm like, you really expect me to stay in this all night and jump out and scare the crap out of kids? Like, no. Like, as soon as I entered the closet, and I just, like, felt a presence with me, if you know what I mean. Like, I felt like I was not alone. I actually started banging on the door because I got scared. I started to get, like, I tried to play it off as I was just kidding, but I was actually getting really it happened very fast. Like, I just didn't feel good in it, and I was just, like, banging. I was like, let me out, let me out. And they're having, like, problems with the door. I'm like, this is not the time to joke with me. And they actually weren't joking, and they're actually having problems with the door. And I'm like, this is not the time for the door to be acting up. But yeah, so they got it open, whatever. And yeah, we had stayed like this. We just stayed in a room and scared kids. It was really creepy. And then another time was the exact same thing, the ghost walk, but this time it was actually in my town, and this was 2 years ago. That last one was last year. This was actually 2 years ago, so the Halloween before last year's. So there's an actual.
Can you be quiet?
Mhm.
Loud and annoying.
He's so annoying. Brothers are annoying. Hopefully you don't have any. Hopefully you don't have any. I don't know. Just that. Anyways, so the second one was actually in my town at my library, and it was a home for girls. And again, I was a schoolgirl, and um, it was also like part of the underground tunnel, the Underground Railroad. So slaves had died there too, and there was also a disease that ran through the girls, and a lot of girls died there. A lot of people died there. Like, the epidemic was worse at the place that happened last year. This place was just like, it was a disease, and like, it was back at a time where there were really no cures and good medications, you know. And anyways, so what I had to do is they would have the kids in like like the back entrance. They'd come in through the back, and like where all the kids' books is in the library, they would like tell them about all the data they have and whatever, and all the data they've collected. And then like when they were leaving through the front, I would walk down the staircase and go, 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4, shut the door. Hi, I'm Katie. I used to go here as a boarding school, but sadly all of my friends died. Will you be my friend? And that's legit what I had to do. I'd stare down kids like this. Those poor kids. Um, anyways, so, yeah. So, like, when I was waiting for the kids, like, when they were reviewing the data in another room, and I'm just not lying, guys, I was completely by myself. Nobody was in this room with me, which made me feel very uneasy because I was, like, there was the basement, then there was the floor we were actually on, then the second floor, then the attic. And so I was between the main floor, which was the floor everyone was on right now, and then the third floor. So like the staircase that goes up, like on the landing right here, I was right here. So like up, and then here's the landing, and then it would keep going up there. And so I would sit right there, and the bathroom was like right next to me, like legit, like we were this close. I was actually leaning on it on some point of the night, and it was so crazy because in this exact ear, I got whispered, "Can I go to the bathroom? Can I go to the bathroom?" And legit, guys, I was leaning on the bathroom. And there's no one up there. There's no one on the third floor. No one below me. No one in the other rooms. And like another thing that was unsettling was that I had a complete view of the entire third floor, and cars constantly were like driving in front of the library because it's a main road. You know what I mean? Um, so there was constant lighting, and it was all dark up there. So like a constant light was always coming, like like just like appearing, and just scared the crap out of me too. But that voice scared the shit out of me, like the shenanigans out of me. Shenanigans was cool. But it scared me so much. I was done. I was like, no, this is not happening right now. And I was like, can I be done? No, I'm kidding. But when the kids left, like I had to do my thing, and then the kids left. I told them, and they're like, "Oh, that's crazy." It was so nice telling someone and them not questioning me. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause most people like question you, like, "Are you sure it wasn't like the wind? Was someone there with you? You're lying." Like, they were like, "Oh my God, really? That's crazy. And you were right in front of the bathroom, right?" I'm like, "Yeah," and it was crazy. And like, I stepped out of the way too. I wanted to be respectful. But earlier in the day, we'd actually done like a reading where you like have a recorder on and like ask them questions and like play it back and try and see if they talk to you, which there's actually, oh my Jesus, when we were doing that, there was a slam. So the landing I'm telling you about, where I'd stayed during the night, this was before the night even started. It was like around 5, and like it was fall, so like it was so light out. Of course, like now it's December, it's dark. But yeah, so there was the biggest bang. Like a door had just been slammed. And like all those doors are very heavy. And like you know what I mean? They're all very heavy and really hard to push. Like we had actually gone around after that looking for the door that had been slammed. And I think we did, like we never like knew which one it was because like we never knew what was open and what wasn't. And like we like tested to see if it could have been a win. It couldn't have been. We tested to see if it was like we wanted to see if it was easy or not for a ghost to actually do that. It was not easy. It was hard to like shut those doors, and like especially because ghosts are have been are portrayed as very weak. It takes a lot of their energy to move a slight object, like the smallest objects where I could just pick up my phone. It would take them a lot of effort just to go like, take them a lot of effort just to like move it a smidge. And so that just amazed me too. Great. Cray. But I love things like that. Me and my friend Jules are actually planning on going to this witch house that's in my town. Well, apparently this witch family who believed in witchcraft used to live there, and they're actually burned in their yard, like in their front yard. Like it was back in the olden days when like everyone lived in like a colony or whatever, or like a village. The village people didn't like witchcraft. Everyone respected God, and that was it, like me. And so witchcraft was not okay, it was not allowed. And so the villagers came to their house, took them out of their house, and literally killed the family. Like they set a fire and burned them at the stake. And it was actually really sad because it was a mom, dad, a daughter, and a son. Like that's but whatever. So if you guys want some more story times, give a big thumbs up, and I love you so much.